Welcome to our Posh podcast. I'm Gabrielle. I am here with my co-host Marcella.
Hello.
And Bernie.
Hello.
And Spider.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. This episode, we're going to discuss personal hygiene. Personal hygiene in different countries. And America's obsession with the shower.
I'm okay being obsessed with the shower,
Absolutely.
by the way.
I'm over obsessed with it.
Me too.
And there's actually a guy that did a, I don't even know what the experiment. Thank you. And he gave up showering and bathing for a week.
That sounds stupid. He's stupid. That's a stupid experiment. That's an experiment.
Why?
You're just dirty is what you are.
So for 8 days, I stewed in my own bacteria, shunning soap, showers, and deodorant for the sake of this article.
This was a college student, right?
Right, he's like 22.
He just got evicted from I get it. So he had no water.
And he did this because he was testing the theory of a scientist who hasn't bathed for 14 years.
What?
A very single scientist that has no kids, no nothing.
So he wanted to see what happens. So, Yak, you're probably thinking that's the reaction I got from most people when I told them what I was up to. But get this. An American scientist hasn't showered for a staggering 14 years because he wants to preserve bacteria on his skin and claims he has never been healthier and happier.
So I'll say this. It is true. In a sense, like there's healthy bacteria in our mouth. And so like you shouldn't use mouthwash or Listerine because all that stuff kills those healthy bacteria. But there's certain things I do not give a shit about. I'm going to kill some bacteria because your body replenishes it all the time. And that's just nasty.
I have to shower every time I change clothes. I can't help it.
So I'm the same way. When I leave the hospital, I shower no matter what. Before I go work out to sweat, I'll shower. The thing is this, is like, okay, fine. Let's say that you want to do the experiment and you want to shower because you want to preserve bacteria. Unless you live in like a tribe, there's no one who's going to be like, oh, it's sexy. I love the way your breath smells after 8 days of not brushing them. Or, and then even going like personal, like private spots. Like,
oh my God.
Right? Exactly.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh my God. If I don't know if maybe I have a sensitive nose, but if I catch like anything that smells bad, I will freak out. Like, especially if it's somebody that I'm like attracted to. If I give you a hug and it's just like, oh my God. I don't know. It just makes me crazy. I can't do it. I'll die.
It's a turnoff. It's a huge turnoff. For me.
Big turnoff.
Yeah, if they don't have good hygiene, if they're not, even if there's someone who has perfume I don't like, that's a turnoff for me.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, any floral perfumes, I do not like them. I like sweet perfumes. Like, there is one that I've always thought smelled really good was light blue. Is it Dolce & Gabbana?
Yeah, I swear that in high school.
Yeah, but I'm talking. I know, or like one that's a classic one that. I just feel old on that comment. I thought you're like, I wear that in high school. No, Angel is a real classic one. Something Mueller or something like that. But my point is sweeter smelling perfumes like that.
So you don't like the old lady flowers?
No,
God. I don't either.
It kills
though.
me.
Yeah.
Kills me. Floral
like
stuff kills me.
Mothballs.
That's bad. That's so bad. Mothballs. What is that? Mothball.
Mothballs are the worst. So, do you what happens?
You should tell him about what that cab driver told you.
Oh yeah. So when I just went to LA this week and I had an Uber driver and they made LAX so complicated where Uber drivers can pick you up. Like they can only pick you up at departure. So you have to go upstairs with your luggage. It's so complicated. And then the Uber driver said that they change it all the time. And part of it has to do with the cab companies because they're so mad about it. But then he had someone in his car that said they will never take a cab because for some reason, this was not anything like to be racist against any culture, but that there's always of Indian descent people and that they always smell bad. So then I said, yeah, why is that? And he said, well, he actually had an Indian man that he was driving around and he asked him and that Indian man explained that in their culture, they actually do not shower or use deodorant or whatever for a certain time because in their culture, the stronger the man starts to smell, it's attractive to some women. And
shows how manly they are.
And shows how manly they are. And it's actually a thing. Now,
Did you confirm this?
I was told this by an Uber driver. I have not confirmed this. So if there's somebody out there that says this is such bullshit, please tell us. I want to know.
I mean,
what
that
it
makes
is.
more sense though. Like why they don't believe in deodorant.
That's
Neither does
nasty.
Matthew McConaughey, which is really weird to me.
He doesn't.
Yeah, but does that confirm that he really doesn't?
Yes,
But
it is
that dude
confirmed.
brushes his teeth like 10 times a day too. That's really weird.
He does.
Yeah.
But
So
even
but here's the thing: I'd rather deal with someone who had some stinky body odor as opposed to having some stinky breath.
I like if you go to kiss them.
Yeah. Not that I've ever dated anyone who had stinky body odor, but I've dated a few. I've went on some people who had some bad breath, and it was like a big turn off. And I mean, I get it every so often. Nobody is like perfect to like give morning breath or whatever, but someone who just consistently like halitosis, like that's not gonna work at all.
So there are 6 foreign hygiene normals that some Americans find disgusting. And the number 1 is called the International Game of Thrones. The first time you have to pee in large parts of Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, you'll be in for a surprise. Walk into the restroom and instead of a porcelain throne, you'll probably just find a hole in the floor.
I've heard
I have
this. I've heard this.
So if you plan to visit, you'd better start working on your aim now, everyone. This is what it looks like.
How do you sit?
You probably
You don't.
squat.
Yeah, just squat.
I would hate that.
That'd be horrible. But don't you guys do that when you're drunk?
I do squat.
You're
I don't want to sit on that
"Ah."
toilet, but it's different being higher. Like I can't
Yeah.
imagine having
Isn't that
to
weird?
squat
You have
so
some
low.
Killer calves after a while.
My legs have so after you work out really hard and your legs are so sore, try squatting. And in heels, my legs have been like shaking so bad. Oh my god, 'cause my legs will be so sore. Oh, it's awful.
That is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
You get used to those squat toilets during your trip to India. It turns
I'm not
out
going to India.
Imagine what those are gonna smell like.
I'm not going to India.
there was another new experience in store for her at a public restroom near a historic place in Jaipur, the capital of the Western Indian state. It was the first time I used a setup similar to men's urinals, she remembers. There were 3 holes all in a row, and women just went next to each other without any partitions.
Oh.
Do that all the time.
Guys.
Yeah.
Taking a shit?
No.
Yeah, that's different, right? But is that what they're doing?
I think they're peeing.
Okay, well that's different. That is different.
I mean, I pee with my girlfriends in the bathroom, but
without anything around?
they're with me in there.
Wait, what?
They're with me in there in the stall.
That's funny.
Like Nicole and I pee. Like I never. If I'm out, we're going in the same stall.
That is too funny.
Come in here with me. I don't want to be alone.
Spider, come here. Let's have
That's why girls take so long in the bathroom. We're peeing together.
That is not why you guys take so long.
Or we're making friends. Or
That's the whole thing. Y'all are talking to everyone else.
Yeah.
yeah.
Please don't squeeze the Charmin, for there is no Charmin here. It's not just the toilets you'll have
Charmin.
to...
Charmin. That was, yeah.
I was like, what? Oh my god. Ugly laugh. Charmin.
Charmin.
No, that says Charmin.
That's so funny. Here, let me see.
Doesn't it? Or am I crazy?
It's the... How do you say the toilet
Charmin.
paper?
Charmin.
Why do you
Charmin.
say... it's not an S anywhere.
Because English
Don't
is
squeeze the
stupid.
Charmin, for there is no Charmin here.
Charmin.
I don't know now. Now I'm confused.
It's Charmin.
I mean, there should be an SH if you say that.
No.
So don't squeeze the Charmin, for there's no Charmin here. I agree with Marcella. This is the toilet paper. Because it actually starts talking about toilet paper. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too funny.
Well, you will have to adjust without that
There's no toilet paper.
Charmin.
So, what do you do if somebody
Once-
wants to go number 2?
Your business is complete. You're in for a new shock. Toilet paper is not provided in most bathroom stalls in these nations. That only leaves two choices. You can carry your own roll of toilet paper with you everywhere you go, or you can dive in and clean up like a local. In India, another country that's not huge on toilet paper, that could mean rinsing rather than wiping.
With what?
Yeah.
Rinsing with what? Rinsing with what?
I hope water.
But what? Where's the water?
That's what I'm wondering right
I
now.
experienced a bidet-like system in Indian homes
there you
where
go.
you
there
like
is
bidets.
a small hose near the toilet
You do
to
like
be
bidets?
used for cleaning instead of toilet paper. Sometimes there's a bucket with a cup instead. I actually really like this system and stopped using toilet paper in India after a while.
Oh my
It
gosh.
feels so much cleaner.
No. A bucket?
I mean, I don't mind. Like Nicole has a bidet at her house, and I love it. I go to the bathroom, like I'll sit there. It's warm, and it's just so great. Like I'll,
yeah, but a bucket with a
with people, other people have been using.
yeah,
this
that's
water.
what I'm saying.
Ugh.
That's just ugh.
Oh my god, this makes me like sick a little bit.
What is it? Wash it completely and you'll throw out your toilet paper. Sorry. When you try a water scraper, you'll be done with toilet paper.
I'm a little
Wow.
bit nauseous.
Yeah.
Throw the paper in the trash can, she says. Whatever you do, do not flush the toilet paper in Thailand. If you think about it, it's much more hygienic that way, but it's hard to get used to. My biggest piece of advice is that you not think, well, I'm only one person, I'll just flush this toilet paper. The pipe simply can't handle it. So even if you bring your own toilet paper to a foreign toilet, be aware that flushing may not be an option.
I just don't even want to go to those places, so it's not a
No.
And
problem.
here is an example of the bucket with the cup.
And people have used that. Like other people, look at that bathroom.
That's
Fuck
nasty.
that. No.
Ugh.
No. Just not gonna happen.
It's a
No.
very single person's using that toilet. There's no somebody who's not dating anybody.
Oh my
That's
God.
nasty.
So grossed out right now.
Yeah.
So gross. Like I have goosebumps.
The real French kiss. In many parts of the Middle East, Latin America, and Europe, perhaps most famously in France, it is customary to perform a greeting with a pair of air kisses on the cheeks.
I've seen
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's normal.
I know, there's nothing wrong with that.
You said French kiss. I was like, there's.
I guess
that's not
people like that are germaphobes maybe don't want to be that close.
Yeah.
happening.
Try it, they say. No teeth, no problems, no kidding.
What?
Nearly 30% of British people said
Yeah.
they only brush their teeth once a day.
See, that's.
Meanwhile, nearly 70% of the respondents said they don't floss ever. And
Yeah.
here is...
That's
Is
exactly
English-
right.
Well, British people are known for not
Have bad
having good teeth.
That's right.
In the UK, we're okay with brown foul teeth. Doesn't really bother us, while in America, it's not really that acceptable.
Wow.
But they found that the number of missing teeth in the States is much higher than in England.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling Alabama is contributing to that.
I feel like meth is contributing
Big
to
time.
that.
for sure. East Texas, too. I spent
Yeah.
a couple of years there. We used to play find a full set of teeth on the Walmart and play. I
Wow.
don't think
Stop
anything
it
ever won.
right now.
Oh my
Are you
That's
kidding
really
me?
funny.
Oh my god.
What are you doing this weekend? Find teeth.
The trouble,
Trying to find someone with teeth.
Some teeth.
the trouble could be with the developed world's addiction to sugar. By the way,
I thought we were one of the unhealthiest countries in the world.
I think as far as food.
I didn't think about it with sugar.
Yeah.
Interesting.
oh, this is funny, and this is the truth. Pay to spray. If you're walking around many parts of Europe, you better carry a pocket full of change. Lots of public restrooms on the continent charge at the door.
I've heard that.
Yep, that's it's
a
the
good idea.
truth.
You're gonna shit,
have
in
to
your,
pay.
shit in the toilet or shit in your pants. That'll be $1.
While that's
Pay to pee?
an unheard concept for most Americans, it does seem fair when you consider the cost of maintenance, water usage, and of course, staff brave enough to clean a public restroom. Don't wince. Just remember to carry the change and pay it.
Wow.
In Austria too.
I'm surprised they don't do that in America.
Just wait.
No.
I need to do that here. I'd make some money.
Shoot, man. That's just crazy.
Hygiene as a human right. Unfortunately, women in some countries who do not have access to sanitary products are forced to deal with menstruation in devastating ways.
Yeah, I knew that. That's like in India. They like send them to a house and like they make them bleed like just for 7 days, like in a room.
Really?
Oh, man, that's so sad.
That is sad.
That is
They're trying
very,
to
very
actually
sad.
pass a law about that. I actually saw that recently.
So they don't have tampons and
No, nothing.
And they actually like shun them away and they have to like be on their own to just bleed
for a week.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's terrible.
But then you come to this country and there's some women, feminist women,
Free bleeders.
who feel the need to free bleed, which I find to
What
be
does that mean?
disgusting.
I've never heard this before.
Oh, I saw a girl in
Ugh.
white yoga pants on purpose, and she calls it free bleeding. And it's that if you find, which I don't understand feminist movements a lot of the time.
Wait, what?
She feels that for you to basically shun her for her period by forcing her to wear a tampon or a pad, that's wrong. And there's this movement called free bleed where women just want to be able to freely bleed. Anywhere.
But
And I said,
mean,
but
that's
that's like,
so dumb. It's like when you cut
Stupid.
yourself, you don't just let it keep bleeding either.
well, they feel like it's the feminine. But I said, isn't that unsanitary? Like these people want to be able to go to work and freely bleed, and they don't want you to be disgusted by it, and they feel offended. And this girl free bleeds in white yoga pants, and she's stretching, and it is just blood, like right.
That's
What about? I
nasty.
don't like to see blood. I'll faint right on the floor.
Well, stop looking at my vagina. Stop it. It's like just nasty.
Well, they feel like I have to look it up for you. Flea.
Oh.
Flea breathing.
Free bleed movement is the practice of menstruating without blocking or collecting the period flow. In recent years, it has become a subject of a debate, and you can see I'm not going to show my mom, but like this is kind of like the pictures. They all want to be able to bleed through their pants, and you have to deal with it. You have to see it.
But I mean, how do they drive in their cars and everything and sit down? Like what?
I will say
On couch.
say this: that every single person who's free bleeding looks like they're the type of person who free bleeds. For sure.
It's the feminists. Yeah.
There's not one attractive. That's why they're pissed off. That's so nasty. First off, and
Okay, I'm sorry, but this doesn't sound like period smells bad. Like there's just stuff that happens like that should not just be freely out there.
So I wanted to say there's an organization called Femme International. They provide kits to women in East Africa that contain things like menstrual cups and reusable pads. This is really a human rights issue, and so maybe take a moment to throw a little cash.
this is not a
Femme
human rights
International's
issue.
way.
Well, that one is,
That
but
one.
this. Somebody said tampons are a form of rape.
What? Oh my god!
This is the yoga girl.
She looks pissed off.
Form of rape?
It's so dumb.
Then wear a pad. I don't know. Like
It's stupid.
You know what? Here's the thing. Don't wear anything. Just don't wear white.
Yeah.
Like wear black.
I am a woman, therefore I bleed. It's messy, it's painful, it's terrible, and it's beautiful. And yet you wouldn't know because I hide it. I bury things at the bottom of the trash. I breathe ragged and awkward through the cramps, all the while holding onto this tight-lipped, painted-on smile.
Just wear black. Mission accomplished right there.
Painted
like
on smile.
No shaming, period. I don't know, but I don't feel shame when I'm on my period. I just feel like it's a thing.
It's just a sanitary thing. No one wants to see that.
I don't want to see your blood everywhere.
No.
No.
Gross. Anyway, moving
So,
along.
anyways, cleaning up this mess. So, we learned a lot. Cultural differences are a thing. It's rude to make assumptions about norms that aren't your own, and human bodies are gross the world over. Why not embrace it?
Ugh. No.
So, on that note, I want to call Miss Polly.
Hopefully Miss Polly doesn't.
I want to hear what Miss Polly
Yeah,
has to say about
yeah,
that.
we need to ask her. I can't imagine that she does.
Hello.
Miss Polly.
Hello, hello.
Okay, we have a question, but after the
Of
jingle.
course.
Of course.
This is Penis and Pussy Talk.
With Miss Polly.
So, how do you approach the subject of personal hygiene with your partner if they are smelly?
Okay. Question. Are they just BO smelly or are they lower genitalia smelly or smelly breath?
all of
or
it.
all of it?
All of the above.
Oh boy. It's
Music
really a delicate thing because, I mean, I've had to deal with employees who I've had to have conversations with about hygiene. When it's someone that you're dating or intimate with, if you come out and directly and in a polite way say it, it's still not going to go well.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
uncomfortable.
It's not. I mean, you have to resign yourself to, do you really want to keep this relationship or are you just going to let it go? Or what to do if you kind of want to leave hints, I guess, but not right out say you stink.
I bought you deodorant for Christmas.
Actually, I was thinking more along the lines of a gift set with some shower gel, their favorite cologne or perfume.
Or hey,
My
we
sister,
need to
believe it or
both go to
not-
the dentist.
Yes, my sister always
We
gets
both are
everybody toothbrushes, toothpaste, and dental picks and all that. Well, because she's a dental hygienist, but those kind of things for Christmas. She puts them in all of our little stocking stuffers. Yeah, but the other thing too that you can try is, hey, let's take a shower together and try this new. I bought us some new shower gel or
Something tells me
Bath
Spider's
wash,
not going to go
whatever.
for that. Spider, come on, let's take a shower together.
Go take a shower.
I mean, it's just kind of like, and when as you're washing them, you can say, "Oh my God, you really smell great," or it's that kind of thing.
I read somewhere you should say, I love when you smell so clean.
Oh my God, it's so sad.
It's so different. What is it? You're clean
I
finally.
love that clean smelling. I mean, and then go down on them right then and there and say, "Oh my God, this is amazing."
I love that clean. What is it? Vagina. Clean vagina. That'd be great.
It's penis. Thank
oh
you.
my God.
My clean penis, thank you.
Oh my God.
I just think that if you're like direct, it's you saying, okay, well, they're going to break up with me because, hello, nobody likes to be told that directly. I don't think.
I'm not good
I've
at
never
like
been that
sugarcoating
person,
that
so-
stuff.
Do you have to have these conversations with people?
No.
Oh, okay. Be a horrible conversation to have.
Horrible.
Yeah,
I
I
would
had
have
an
to
employee that had.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go.
No, I had an employee that had a medical condition that literally nothing he did. I mean, he could take a shower and 5 minutes later he stunk.
Like, what do you smell like?
And just really like a mildew smell almost. It was just
And is
funky.
this coming from body, like the whole body?
His pores. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
He had
God.
a medical condition that, and he sweated profusely,
Damn.
which of course, creates bacteria, and it just, I didn't know what else to do. He's like, I use so much. He kept deodorant and cologne and all of that stuff in and changed his shirt, his uniform repeatedly throughout the evening.
I think you need to
And
see
it
a
was
doctor
still bad.
for
That or what was his diet like, too?
Well,
though?
that.
Like, if his diet must have been
Well-
like crap to. There's,
To have to emit that kind of smell,
Yeah.
that part I did not ask.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just like the
I
least
just think he
details.
needed to have all his, I don't know, maybe he had a lymph issue and needed to have those things removed so that he wouldn't sweat. Maybe the sweat glands, they do that now.
Yeah, for sure they do.
That's just terrible. So everyone,
Mhm.
make sure to take
a shower,
showers,
brush your
dental care,
Please.
all of it.
Clean all of it.
All
Scrub
of
your
it.
crotch.
All of it.
Scrub
The
your
movement
crotch.
will never
Don't-
be accepted.
Don't leave the
ever.
house without a clean pussy or penis.
Especially if you're not circumcised, because ew.
I would not.
I think that's a natural. But here's the thing: some people just, I don't know. I think some people are just
Dirty.
dirty, and they
They don't care.
they don't care at all, and it just,
they smell or not, they're like, deal with it.
Nah, well, I
It's your
don't know if I don't know if they're probably that bold to it. I just don't think they care.
I don't either. I think some people just get up,
Lazy.
don't take showers.
Yeah,
they
like,
they don't care. They're too lazy to take showers. I've known
I hear
people.
Post Malone doesn't.
I heard
Yeah.
something.
He
yeah,
sure
I've
looks
heard-
that way.
I
I've
heard he
heard
TMZ
smells
looks
so
exactly
bad.
like he's
yes.
not shower.
I heard he smells so
Yes.
bad that it's actually like uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Like he like somebody almost threw up or something.
Yeah,
He smells so
I heard
awful.
that too.
But I heard too, and I'm like, yeah, and I have no desire, and that kind of made him like not as likable. I don't like your music as much now. Thanks. 'Cause all I can think of is you
You're right.
smell bad.
Go take a shower.
But he looks like he stinks too.
Yeah.
Post Malone is just one ugly guy that looks like he stinks.
And you know his hair smells.
You're
so
right.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my stomach.
Okay, guys, let's
Question
go
of
to
the
the
day.
question of the
I'm
day.
The two posh girls ask the question of the day.
Would you ever try space tourism if you had the money for it?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
What am I doing?
Hell
Going to
no.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm going to space.
Would you if you could afford it?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Oh my god, I'm so scared of flying
Yeah.
already. You're not gonna throw me all the way into space. Are you kidding me?
No.
No.
I couldn't do
Oh
it.
yeah.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna die in a shuttle going to space, you're not. It's not gonna be a slow death. You're gonna die instantly. So it's
I
not gonna
actually
matter.
have anxiety talking about it because I'm so claustrophobic that the shuttle is what freaks me out. Like having to be pinned down, like you have to be in a space. I couldn't do it.
I could definitely do it.
I could not.
I'd
I'm
say
so
that.
claustrophobic.
Yeah.
It's such a tight space.
I used to fly really horribly. Now I have no problem. I'd have to fly with Xanax because I mean I'd get so anxious. I was the guy on the big guy on the plane who's like gripping the little handles badly. Now I don't care.
I'm not bad about flying. It's the being. I've seen it. It's the being tied down like that in such a closed space.
You don't get to see it on Armageddon or one of those movies. You're like they just fit him down. How you're gonna fly around though if you don't get tied down?
I know I can't do it.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Come on,
I
let's
hate,
do this.
I hate how claustrophobic I am. It's a serious.
I'm
problem.
okay being tied down.
Who would have thought?
So we've heard.
Nuh-uh.
So we've heard.
That's a different way. I can escape if I want.
I bet Miss Polly would want to have sex in space for sure.
I do.
That would
How
be
did you
interesting.
know? How did you know?
Like a 10-mile high club, something like that.
Yeah, right? I think the thing that would make me nervous in
Even
space,
higher.
super high, is being in space. Like, I think that would be the part that'd be freaked out. Like, just being able to see
Outside of the
outside the world.
Yeah.
Like, if you got disconnected somehow, you're not coming back. There's no coming back from that.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
a big fat
Doing
no.
a spacewalk.
No. Nope.
Nope.
I don't want to throw up, and I feel like people get like gravity or like sick.
And then you have Gino who says there is no.
Oh, that's a whole nother.
What happened?
The Earth is flat, so
That's
we can't
Gino's
do that.
theory.
Really?
He's
What
one of
about that?
those.
There is that.
We have
That's
proof that it's not
ridiculous.
flat.
No.
We have proof that it's not
We're
flat.
pretty.
I don't know
I mean,
anything about
yeah,
it.
come
People,
on.
I can't get in that conversation because I think it's stupid. Actually,
So stupid.
so stupid.
Pretty much.
Well,
All right. Well, then you all three go
Well,
to space.
there you have
Marcella
it.
and I stay
Yeah.
here.
We will.
I'll
We
have fun
will.
in space.
Woohoo.
Thank
Love
you,
you,
everyone.
Polly.
Love you, Miss Polly. Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Love you.